Our parents are both from Syria, but we were born and raised in Southern California.
We basically grew up in the OC and went to high school here.
But we still hold a lot of our Arabic culture and our Syrian culture in us.
We speak Arabic at home and we eat Arabic food, so we're Arab American. Hijab means veil. By wearing the hijab, you are covering your hair and covering your body and dressing in a modest way. We wore the hijab at a young age. We started wearing the hijab right when we started high school, which although was hard, it was also really good because that's a critical age for us to form ourselves as individuals. So it made us stronger girls and really molded us into who we are.
I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. People get bullied in high school, but now that I look back on it, I don't dwell on it or I don't regret it at all because it made me have tougher skin. Because sometimes I would go back home and I would tell my sister like, oh, I was standing in the lunch line and a boy tugged on my scarf today. But it did not faze me. I'm like, I don't care what you think of me. Like, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing. I'm still gonna like do whatever I am and I'm still gonna do me because whatever you say is just going to make me tougher. And I'm crying now because I realize like how strong like Muslim girls are when they go to high school because I know where they've been. I swear, if you cry, I'm gonna start crying.
We need to stop. A lot of people think that the hijab is a form of oppression to women, but actually, especially for women who choose to wear it in the West, where it isn't the norm, a Muslim woman who does choose to wear the veil is actually showing that she is a strong individual who can express herself and her individuality.
It helps us focus on our personalities and who we really are in a sense and not have people see you for how you look and how you dress.
I just love how the hijab always reminds me it's not all about the outside. Like whenever you try so hard to just focus on your outside, you know it's not. You have to look deeper because people can see you, but they won't get to know you until they actually talk to you. It's more about your personality, your manners, your character.
How you look defines how you will feel. That affects your self-confidence. You know, it's your own style and the way you look and stuff, so long as you're not crossing the limits. And it's always good to just feel good, be happy about the way you look. So I don't agree on just like wearing, you know, a long black thing with no color and a scarf with like nothing.
So many people, when they think of the hijab, they think of just one standard look, whether it be a burqa or black from head to toe. The reality of hijab is that Muslim women all around the world have many different styles and choices of the way that they wear their clothing and their hijabs, and it's based on the countries they're from and the cultures.
And us being California-based and Bella being California-based, we found a way to merge the classic hijab headpiece into a modern twist.
Bella sells scarves that can be both worn on the head as a hijab and also around the neck. They're very fashion forward, very edgy, very fun scarves. We started the company in 2009 and I run the business end of Bella.
I do more of the sourcing, the design, the marketing. We use different types of fabrics on the scarf. We use high multi chiffon, silk chiffon, satin chiffon, silk charmeuse. We're going to be using cotton pretty soon. And all of this fabric is found in downtown, and I go to different manufacturing sites just to see the current trend and the current color. And I always want to try to push the edge. Oh my god, this name. How hot is this? Okay, good. I was testing your skills because this is hideous. Let's go. I incorporate street style with chic. I kind of like to refer scarves to like Jordans. So if you see the hyping guys and how they get that limited edition one, they don't even want to step on it or get it dirty or scratch. That's how our girls feel about our scarves. What people see out in the streets or when they see me, they're like, I didn't think that was even possible for a girl like her to be dressed in a scarf, to be that fashionable. I've always been inspired by fashion, but my fashion craze didn't start until I wore the scarf. And I thought that was very interesting because when I wore the scarf, instantly I was like, okay, how do I become fashionable with this?
You just become a lot more aware of the clothes that you're wearing because there's requirements to it. So not only do you want something that's going to fit the requirements of being long and modest and loose, but you also want something that's going to look good and that isn't going to make you stand out in the crowd. What Bella's trying to do is merge the two worlds of Islam and Islamic tradition and faith with Western elements of fashion.